We live. I know you got the Kenny Mo show and shit.
For
You
sure.
gonna have to,
For sure.
you have to get another pair because your guests got to wear them too.
Okay, yeah. I need 2 pair.
Yeah.
I need 2 pair. I ain't mad at that.
But they sound good, don't they?
And good as a motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell y'all these wavy wings, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Elaborate.
Welcome to Elaborate. I'm your host, Mac. Got a special guest in the building, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, all that good shit.
Yes, sir.
Hold up, let me get my notes out. Flat out. Hope everybody good.
You got notes?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This gonna be good.
Yeah. We got radio host, podcast host, brand ambassador for Icon, Kenny Mo in the building.
Elaborate.
And husband. I ain't know he was a husband. You know, you one of them no ring niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get away with it. I can't.
I'm engaged right now. We've been engaged for 2 years. And,
okay.
I just call her wifey because she been acting like a wife from off the rip.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, I
up.
proposed to her on Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Shout out to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving coming up.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Do you cook, nigga?
No, I make sure. I make sure she cook and tell everybody she cook. But yeah, I proposed to her on Thanksgiving, and we had started dating around November when we first got into, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it made sense.
Hey, that fall love lasts, brother.
The fall love
Hey,
that's why I fuck with you.
Hey, that fall love lasts, dog. You know what I'm saying? You standing in that long line in Macy's.
Yeah.
You get them clothes and you run up on something.
Yeah. You be like, hi, love.
What?
How you doing?
Yeah. Let me walk you to you. She got a scarf on and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I kind of lurked her down in her DMs. I lurked her down in IG on IG. Yeah, I lurked her down. I ain't gonna lie.
He said I lurked her down.
I lurked her down. She think she got on me. I got on her. Lurked her down. Walked her down.
You know they tend to be delusional like that, man.
Yeah,
you know
man. Yeah.
Flat out.
And on top of her being delusional, like you said, you know.
Yeah, they be thinking they just got game.
Yeah.
Like what?
I got you, but
Yeah.
and when she say certain stuff, I think she got me. So she might be right. Hit the air horns or whatever you got to hit.
Straight up.
She might have got me.
So Kenny Mo, man, where you grow up at, man?
I'm from the north side, man. St. Louis, Missouri, north side, Natural Bridge, Kings Highway, but a little farther up, Natural Bridge and Newstead, Taylor over there. So
Newstead,
Margaretta.
yeah.
We got a popping artist right now from over that way. Shout out to Sexy Red. She from my side. So yeah, I'm from over there. Margaretta, Farland, Camellia, Kasu. They know what's up.
The north side was different back then.
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
Flat out.
Yeah.
So mom, pops.
Pops at 9. Pops at 9. And we'll talk about it. Pops at 9, but mom and stepfather in the house.
Okay.
I had a stepfather. I had my old dude all my life as well. I make that joke about 9 because I remember my grandmama going and cursing my daddy when I turned 9.
Okay.
And he was like, man, send him in here.
What?
Send him in here. And then we've been locked in ever since. But I had a stepfather all my life growing up. And they got divorced when I was like 15, 16. And he was very impactful in my life, my stepfather, for sure. It didn't work out with him and my mom, but and I understand that too. And I got a lot of his traits too, you know, growing up with him. Yeah, man. I was a degenerate gambler.
Okay.
Alcoholic.
Degenerate mean you was losing?
Losing. I would win. Hit the thing. I would
Degenerate mean you was losing?
Yes, I would win a lot, but I would lose a lot too. And
okay, wait.
Okay.
Is this shooting dice or is this going to casino?
I was all of that. And once I started going on the boat, I stopped shooting dice.
Okay. Once 21 hit.
I got put out my mom's house at 16. I wasn't listening to rules and paying attention to what I had to do. Not even 16, I'm sorry. 14. One time I had snuck out the house.
Rebellious ass nigga.
Yeah. I always was trying to chase something that I thought was there that wasn't really there. I had already had the gravy. Like I said, I grew up on the north side, right?
Yeah.
My house, I had a pool and a basketball hoop in my backyard.
You had a pool in?
I had a pool.
And you ran away?
Listen, hear me out. And I had a jacuzzi outside of my room, on the other side of my room.
You had
my room in the
access
back.
to a jacuzzi?
I had access to a jacuzzi. Now the jacuzzi wasn't ever working, but I had one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ever get to get in it.
Who had the waterbed? If you got a pool, somebody had to have a waterbed.
You kind of know me. I always shot for a waterbed. My mom wasn't going for that.
Yeah, I used to one way. It was.
But I got into a little trouble, and my mama put me out. And one time, I had snuck back in the house, and I got caught shooting dice in my mama house.
So you got caught shooting dice when you snuck in the house?
Yeah. My mama had came back home. my mama always. I was one of them kids that I thought I was sneaky, but I always got caught. I always got caught. I got caught a lot.
Straight up.
I got caught a lot. So I was, like I said, I was shooting dice with one of my stepfather's like nephews.
Okay.
So we was so it was family. It didn't seem that bad.
Yeah.
And then one time, a little later in life, was shooting dice down by like my grandmother stayed down the street from my mom's house, and my great grandmother stayed across the street from where my grandma stayed. So we kind of owned the block. You know what I'm saying? I kind of was like a spoiled kid.
Yeah,
I was alright as a kid.
That was the problem. Your ass is spoiled.
Yes.
The damn pool, and you out running away.
That's why I'm one of them dads. I got 6 kids. 8. I got 2 with my fiance as well. She got 2 daughters, so I be on them about being spoiled.
I got 7.
Okay, all right. You walk with me. We got a lot of parallels.
We do. Flat out, the paralleling right now. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, no bullshit.
Straight up.
So, all right.
I was growing up on the north side. I was going to Clayton.
Okay.
I went to high school in Clayton. Shout out to Rimrod. Rimrod was saying that last time on your podcast, man. I seen that. I didn't know he went to Lutheran North too. I didn't know that. You gave me some history on that. Okay. I went to Clayton from 5th grade to high school, right?
We used to hate on Clayton. Like, y'all used to have like outdoor lunches or something, didn't you?
Yes, I got to leave for
we used to hate on
open
y'all
campus
so bad,
for lunch.
Open campus?
Open campus. It was like college. Yeah, it was like college. Hold on, we had a Subway in our school. Let me just say that. Let me just put that on record. Hit the button.
You talking your shit. You talking your shit. We was pissed off.
We had open campus, but did you go to U City, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so the U City dude, I always talked about this on my show. The U City dudes used to come up to our school, and our it wasn't our gym. We had like our own YMCA. It was called the Center of Clayton. Okay, they had built that like in like 02, 01, something like that. I graduated in 06. Okay, but it was there, and like a lot of people could come, and the U City guys used to be flying, coming up there and playing basketball and shit. So, like, I always fuck with the U City dudes because I was like, they was like street dudes, meaning like they was niggas. Oh, yeah. But they was like used to nice shit. Mm-hmm. So I always fuck with U City. I always wanted to be a U City dude.
Yeah, man. Like, y'all had them open campuses, man.
So I went to Clayton, and then I went to, I was my freshman year of Clayton. The first quarter, I got all Fs. And my mama was like, you not finna clown in front of all these white folks and embarrass me. Mm-hmm. You finna go to Vashon. And I had to go to the V for a quarter, and then I was catching the bus, and some Beaumont niggas tried to jump me. And my mom and them was like, nah, come on. We finna send you back to Clayton.
And then you went back to Clayton.
And I went back to Clayton, and then I ended up having to go to alternative school because I was so far behind. Me and my sister, we 2 years apart. We had the same credits when she started freshman year.
Another parallel. I had to go to night school whole senior year because I was skipping school like freshman, sophomore year. Very bad.
How could I not skip and I got open campus? You said I can leave.
Yeah. So shout out to Tri-A. I know y'all ain't there no more, but everybody that was at Tri-A for that night school. Boy,
shout out to
whole senior year, dog. I had to do that.
So that was everything that was going on with me in my youth. Like me in school, it was never like nothing that I wanted to do. But once I went to the Vashon and seen that they didn't have books, Like, shout out to all my V family. Like, my
shout out to the V.
Shout out to the Veshire, my V family. My daddy, like I said, I made that joke earlier about like 9. That was the first time like my daddy took me somewhere. He took me to a Veshire and Beaumont basketball game.
Okay.
And that felt like everything to me. Like I was going when that was like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like that was everything. So when he took me, the coach Floyd Irons was my daddy partner.
Okay.
So once I went, I wasn't really cold at basketball or nothing like that. So it wasn't like, all right, I got my boy down here.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It was more or less like he in trouble, he gonna go there. Once I went there and we didn't have books and that was the first year Vashon had uniforms. That was in the new building on Cass. It wasn't the building on Grand.
Okay.
So when I went there and experienced that was like different for me too. Like, oh, this real.
You saw the lack.
This some real nigga shit.
Yeah, lean on me.
Yeah, man. You do dope, don't you? You do crack, don't you? Jump.
Right. From Fair East Side.
Yeah. So I once that was a culture shock for me, and once I went to that, I was ready to go back to Clayton, but I also didn't feel in place in Clayton either. Like the white folks and the Ferraris, that shit that Rimrod talked about.
Yeah.
I didn't feel with that, even though I had a pool and a basketball hoop in my backyard. I'm on the north side.
Right.
These people 20, 30 minutes away, or what would you say, 20 minutes away?
Yeah.
15, 20 miles away.
Yeah,
so
you take Forest Parkway, it's about that.
Yeah,
about 20 minutes.
I just didn't feel, I didn't have my people at that time. But like I said, once I started going to alternative school and making those credits up and starting to work, once I turned 16, after I got kicked out and moved back in and had my own car, life started being all right at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the dice.
Okay.
When you turned 21,
okay.
What was your game of choice? Was you playing slots?
I started with the slots.
Okay.
I went by this time, like you said, at 21. I had 2 girlfriends, which ended up being my first 2 baby mamas.
Okay. Shout out to the players.
Shout out to, I ain't never wanted one or nothing. It's crazy I got a wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I ain't never wanted. I thought we were supposed to have 2 hands. I only got 1 hand. Cut my hand.
I be trying to push it like, we from the African culture.
You supposed to have multiple.
They had up to 9.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I got enough dick for 9. I'm gonna just say that.
I definitely don't want 9. You know what I'm saying? Definitely won't want 9.
I don't got enough dick for 9. I could maybe do 3. I could do 3.
Yeah.
In them years back. I ain't even talking about right now.
Yeah, I ain't even talking about right now either. Message, nigga, please don't come to have no conversation with me, honey. But yeah.
So, like I said, I was gambling in the streets and stuff like that. But one of the baby mamas was outside and I guess was with somebody else, and they took her to the boat. And once we turned 21, we was playing the slots.
Yeah.
And I had hit on the first time I ever went with her. We hit for maybe $250 on one slot machine, but I don't know. So the thing just going, it's just doing that, right? So I put $5 in the machine next to it and hit the button. That started ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding too. And
you was chasing that first high ever since.
I was chasing the first high ever since. I hit for like $500 off of $10.
They got his ass.
That's how it happened. And I be trying to tell people, man, you don't want to get into that gambling.
So
man.
what made you start losing? Trying to, like, when you lose, you try to get your money back?
So what happened was that same baby mama, I was going all the time and I was losing. I was going to the Harris, and then I started going on the east side to what is it called now? I don't even know what it's called.
Alton?
Not Alton. Right across the bridge. The East Side Bridge. What is that called? The East Side one.
Nigga, I don't know. The Queen.
The Queen.
Yeah.
Yes. I started going to the Queen, and I was doing all right on the Queen. And me and my partner, what had happened was I had stopped playing the slots, and everybody was telling me to play blackjack.
Yeah.
And I had won on blackjack.
Yeah.
So what happened was the same baby mama that when I went with the won the $500, I had went over there. My daughter was finna be born. And I was out of barber school. We just skipped over that, my college thing. But I was in barber school, and then I started cutting hair. And around that time, my son was being born. I had 2 kids born in the same year, twice.
Okay, you a player.
We could call it that.
Yeah.
We could call it that. That was my old time.
Yeah,
so I had my son, he probably 3 months, and my daughter on the way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need a car. I didn't have a car at this time. And my other partner was like, I need some money too. And we was cutting her together, and we went on the boat, and I had took $30 on the boat and was playing blackjack and won $900 off of $30.
Off how many hands?
I was there. I was locked in.
You was locked in?
My brother, the dude that came with me, he lost.
Okay.
I told him to leave. I'm winning. You can go and leave. I get a ride. My brother picked me up, and then we went to go see my daughter.
See, that's the issue. You
Good
niggas that win and keep trying to win. I got a rule, right? Like my bird and my brother, like gamble their ass off. Like they was casino people, like flat out. But it's 2 ways to lose.
Talk to me.
Trying to win your money back.
Yeah.
And just try to keep winning. They not gonna let you keep winning, fam.
No, you gotta take your lick and keep on ticking.
And see, since you was a gambler, you gonna be like, "Nigga, you crazy."
No, I
my rule.
Totally understand.
This me and wifey rule.
Come on,
we going there with $20.
Your wife, she gamble a lot.
Nah, that's what we do.
Okay,
we going there with $20. If we don't hit off that 20, we gone.
Okay.
If we hit off that 20,
let's
say I put $20. I said Panda. 40? I said Panda.
And so you talking about my other guy? Go ahead.
Yeah. I said Panda. If I put $20 in Panda and I don't hit, I'm gone.
Okay.
If I get the bonus, as soon as that bonus done, I might spend 2 more times. I'm out.
So how long would you stay on the boat? What's the longest you've been on the boat?
When I stayed on the boat a lot more when I was younger.
What's the longest you stayed on the boat? That's what I'm at.
Probably 2.5.
Okay,
3 hours.
That's cool. With
Bird at the Harris. That's when they used to. But they still got the little thing with where the kids go in the thing. Yeah. I used to be one of them kids in there.
Okay. You know you said that your mom. Your mom.
That's the longest I've ever been in there.
I'm talking about you gambling.
Yeah, nah. Probably at the most an hour.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'll lose that 20 and just go over there and sit at the bar.
Oh, okay. You one of them.
I'm not paying no more money.
I was turned out. So when I won the 900, once I won the 9, but I was already, like I said, I was gambling outside and stuff like that. And my daddy was like, my daddy actually took me on the boat when I turned 21. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. He was itching. Yeah. Now I turned 21. I lost that day, but like I said, I came back with the baby mama and won. And then I won when my daughter was born in 2010. So I was 22. I'm 36 now. So that's how long I was gambling. After 22, I was locked in.
You went baby mama and was like, I'm good at this.
I'm good at this. My daughter is born. We getting money. It's on.
Hell no.
On my best, I had won the most I ever won was $10,000.
Was you in Vegas?
No, in St. Louis.
You won 10,000?
I won 10,000.
Doing what? Roulette?
No, I was playing baccarat. So what it is, it's the 2-hand thing. I was playing baccarat, and a guy kept seeing us, me and my partner that I told you that I was cutting her with. Shout out to the barber joint.
Okay,
he seen us, kept walking past and going to the blackjack table. So he was telling us this before a lot of people was on it. Like I said, this 2010. A lot of black people wasn't playing this. It was a lot of Chinese people.
Yeah,
playing baccarat, and we was over there.
Chinese people be on that.
They be on it,
boat, boy.
They do their nails, and then they come over there and lose all their money.
I don't know how y'all learned this English math over here, boy, but y'all learned that shit, boy. They know how to count cards, everything. Straight up, y'all good.
Yes, so it was a black dealer that told us, man, y'all need to come over here. It's a 50-50 chance y'all can win over here. I teach y'all how to play, and he was teaching us how to play. And once I started learning that game, that really that's where I won the 10,000. I used to win 1,000 at a time, 2,000, 900. My goal was the 10,000.
How long was you on it when you won 10,000?
How long did it take for me to win the 10,000? I had started winning, right?
Yeah.
I had like used to win like 600, 200. I used to win like a couple $100 and be cool with it.
Yeah.
Or win a couple $100. Cause I be in the clothes and shit. So I just go buy me clothes.
Yeah, I see you got $1,000 jacket on right now. Shout out my nigga Hump. Icon.
Shout out to Hump.
Don't fool yourself. It's high fashion, nigga. I paid $75 for a beanie.
Oh yeah.
And wife trying to steal. She's trying to steal my shit, dog.
Yeah, they
I had
do
to
that.
hide my shit.
Yeah, you got to do that.
She's talking about, oh, this beanie gonna be warm. It's thick. No, ma'am.
My old lady had I had bought her something and she lost it. I was like, yeah. From Hump, I had bought it. I was like, yeah, you over with. You'll never get nothing else. This high fashion.
See? Another parallel. My wifey did that with a Pandora bracelet.
Yeah.
I ain't bought her a piece of jewelry since.
She lost a Pandora bracelet as well. Yeah. But she got her lick back. She bought me some earrings this year for my birthday, some real earrings, because I used to wear fake earrings. And I had some real earrings, and I lost them to the boat. I pawned them and then never went back and got them. Because I was fucked up. She bought me some earrings. I lost them.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
how y'all lose the Pandora bracelet?
How you lose?
Never mind. We gonna stay on topic.
All right, we gonna stay on topic.
They just like I'm triggered.
Yeah.
I'm triggered.
I want to say it was a Tiffany. It wasn't a Pandora. It was a Tiffany chain. That's what it was.
Okay.
So I was still pissed. Yeah. I was equally as pissed as you.
Yeah.
hit the button.
Straight up. Hit the button.
So I was winning. You asked me how long did it take? Yeah. I was winning, back and forth, losing, all of that. I had started getting on drugs, so I was taking X pills, right? Okay. And I would go on a boat, and you couldn't tell me nothing. It was a dark time.
Straight up.
What? So I would go on there. That was like the courage I needed. Like I was already drinking, but once I started taking X pills and drinking too, I felt like the man. Yeah. You couldn't tell me shit. And I went on the boat, and I had started winning. I would take $600. I would chance the 600. I'd get to like $2 or $3 grand.
You would take 600 and know you was gonna gamble this 600?
Oh, for sure. Because I got to stop. No. I had to start making what I bring. This is me thinking on drugs. If I bring this much, that's how much I'm. Now I'd got away from the fact that I took $30 the first time and won close to $1,000, but I was chasing the 10,000. So I would bring 600, 500, 400, 200, and I was doing that. I would take at least $30. Let's just say $30 a day for at least like 5 or 6 years. I was turned out. It was bad.
$30 a day.
Yeah, I was $30 a day. I should be a millionaire right now.
Dang.
Yeah, I was fucked up. Okay, so like I said, I was cutting hair.
Yeah.
I was selling CDs. I was a CD man. That's how I got into music and all of that.
Man, shout out to the CD and the movie niggas. Shout out to the CD and DVD niggas, man.
My cousin, I never wanted to be the DVD guy because I just didn't love movies like that at that time. I didn't know that I liked movies, but I felt like I didn't know how to tell you if this movie was good or not because I hadn't watched it.
Okay.
I knew what the music was because I listened to everything that I saw.
Yeah.
So my cousin used to sell bootleg CDs at the Beano back in the day.
Shout out to the Beano.
Shout out to the Beano.
Shout out, niggas was in there bopping.
Yes. So once my other cousin that had the program showed me how to not only download the music, put it in format and be able to copy it. Yeah. Because I never had a tower.
Yeah.
My mama bought me a CD burner.
Yeah.
And it was like an individual, like external drive. And then I had one that was in the computer. I didn't know that was in the computer.
Right.
And I would just like burn like 2 at a time. I never had the tower. Thank God I didn't have the tower because the tower, it just said track 1, track 2, track 3. My stuff would show you the name, the artist name and the track name.
Right.
Back then.
The time and all of that.
All of that.
Yeah.
Back then. The album title, all of that.
Okay.
So even back then I was like thorough with the bootlegging.
Yeah.
And I was selling CDs and then the CDs started fizzling out. One of my partners asked me for some CDs and then he had a Charger. Not a Charger, a Camaro.
Okay.
A rental. And they didn't have a CD player.
Right.
Fucked me up. I didn't know what I was gonna do. And I shout out to King Customs on Kings. He on Kings Highway now. He got the I don't know what kind of car it is. This is a Pontiac. He been winning all these things. It's a red car with rims on it. It's a 2-door. He used to ask me back in the day to make a flash drive with music on it. And I'm like, I'm not doing that because I can't. I'm used to putting the CDs in that program.
Right.
But the way that I bootleg music, all of the names and stuff would come up, but all I had to do was move the folders around on the USB drive.
Right.
And one of my partners, shout out to Stacks, he in the A now, he married and stuff like that. Shout out to Stacks. He had asked me to make, he didn't want a CD. He wanted a USB drive with with the Squads, all the Lil Wayne Squads.
All the Lil Wayne Squads.
I had them. I got them in my archive.
You got the Squads?
I got the Squads. If you need a USB drive, I'm going to give it to you. I got you.
What?
I got you. I'm going to give it to you. And he wanted all the latest music. I sold it to him for $100. And that was in 2000 and let's just say 15, 14. And then I just started balling, man. Everybody, I was selling them for $100. And then I had put like a sticker on them with my number and my name. And that's how I branded it. And then I just started balling off of that. But I was taking all my money that I was making off the USB drives. And they was called Keep It Moving drives.
Hell no.
Kim. It was named after my mama, Lakeisha Kim.
That's hard.
Yeah, so KIM.
That's hard.
And that's the name of my moving company. I had a moving company too. So I was branding that with the moving company and all of that. But I was taking all my money and going on the boat. So once I started getting high and going on the boat, I had a partner over there. He was over there and he had started helping me gamble. So I won 2,000 one night, won 3,000, and then I had like took it to my other partner, told him to hold it because he knew I was a geeker on the gambling. He held it, and then I came back, got the money from him, gambled another night for like, took the 3,000, made it 6,000, took it back to him, took the 6,000, lost like 500, and then the next morning I took the 6,000 and bet and won like 4,000. I had won 10,000.
So about 2 weeks.
It took probably like a week.
A week.
And then I won that on a Friday. Saturday morning I went and bought like 3 things. I was trying to buy a Corvette. And I bought like I was dating this lady at the time, this girl at the time. I bought her some red bottoms, some earrings, and a Louis purse.
Okay.
And the people I was DMing the people on Marketplace for a vet. And they ain't answered to after I spent like $3,000, so I needed to get 3 more thousand out the set. And went on the boat that Sunday and lost all the money back.
Dang.
Yep.
10 racks. Dog.
10 racks. And
you was dedicated, huh?
Yeah, I'm a dedicated person. If I like something, I'm all the way in.
That's good to know. I'm not really like, with the gambling thing, I used to see how Bird used to win, but you know what I'm saying, every day wasn't a good day.
No. And I could just imagine, like I said, I wasn't like, I had kids, so I wasn't really like a father like that, because I was fucking up their money, their birthday money and shit like that at that time. I was like really fucking up. So like, I had the only thing that like saved my life with the gambling thing was, and I had signed myself off the boat. Yeah. You know you could do that. You can do that. I was still going. I had won the 10,000 after I had signed myself off.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. So
you signed yourself off and you were still going?
Yeah, I was still going. I had stopped going, let's just say probably like 6-7 months.
Okay.
And then I just, the itch needed to be scratched, and I was back at that thing.
That's crazy, man.
And the only thing saved my life was once I was selling the sticks. Once I started at the radio station, that kind of saved my life, because I was like, you will have an attitude when you lose and shit like that. So I didn't want to bring that energy to the radio station. I just kind of like cold turkey with the gambling and shit.
Straight up.
Yep.
And you ain't been gambling since?
No, I didn't win. Yeah.
You got self-control. You disciplined that, huh?
I don't have as much money as, like I said, I was making 50 to let's just say every day I might have $200-$300.
Yeah,
I ain't got that like that no more. it ain't like that no more. Like straight just fast money every day in hand, or I could go borrow because somebody knew I was getting money. I could go borrow $200-$300. I could go to one of my partners that's getting money. Let me hold $500. He know I'm good for it.
Yeah,
because I had it like that.
Nigga, Bird used to win when I was 21. I used to go on there with her nigga. She'd win and give me some money to play.
Yeah.
Nigga, I would give me a Long Island iced tea
and kick on back.
I'm sitting on that. I like to see my money. Like I'm a U City nigga. I'm thinking about what polo I'm gonna get from Macy's. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I can go get some motherfucking Tim's.
As a gambler. As a gambler, I would never go sit on the boat with nobody. I did that to people, so I would never do that.
What?
Yeah, I'm not going to no. And that's like taking the crackhead to the crack house. I'm not going to hang out at the crack house. You got that. Straight up. I will say this: it's a gambling house that's in U City, and you know where it's at. I ain't gonna say no names, but I can go up there and just sit around them because they gambling, and I ain't gotta. They playing poker, and I don't know how to play poker, so and I don't want to learn because I don't want to go back and be.
You don't want to win and be like, I'm good at this.
Now, I do know how to play good. My daddy showed me how to. I come from a gambling family on my daddy's side. That's where the gambling come from. All of them gamble. They gamble with each other. Uncles, cousins, my daddy, brothers, all that. They gamble with each other.
Yeah, domino games, spade games, all of them. You said gut. What the hell is gut?
So gut is poker, but it's only 2 cards, and you got whoever got the best 2 cards. That's it. It's that simple. And ace is the high. And if you got 2 aces, you got the best hand out of everything. That's it.
That sounds like a whole nigga scam.
No, everybody know about it. Ask people about good.
It sound like some niggas got together was like, we got this game good right here.
Ask people about good, and you get your hand. Everybody deal, and the dealer got the cards.
Yeah,
and then you go around the room to the people that you dealt to, and you ask them who good.
Yeah,
who say they got the best hand.
I want to play blackjack so bad.
No,
I just don't want to lose over $20, and you know most of the
with the dude that told me about blackjack, what he said was it made total sense. On what you can win, determine on the person next to you. I don't like that. You can't fuck up.
That's why you know when you sit down at the blackjack table.
No, I'm not.
Some people will get up. Like if it's 3 people and the 4th person sit down, they like cash me out. I'm done.
And that's what you don't want that in gambling. You know, Baccarat ain't like that. They can't fuck with your hands or nothing. That hands right there.
Yeah,
is the best hand. Show whatever the hand is, player or bank.
Yeah,
and you just get money.
Nigga, I'm gonna get some balls one day. I'm just gonna put $100 on roulette. Red, nigga.
Ooh,
and just I play
roulette. I play roulette. I ain't never ran.
I got the power to just walk away though. Yeah. After that 100, I'm gonna be mad as hell. I lose that $100.
Yeah. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, no, we been talking about gambling for hell. Okay, so barbers at the high school.
Okay, after high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I was just grateful for graduating. I graduated like a week early, so I thought I was the shit. Because I was going to alternative school, and they said I wasn't going to graduate. Me and my sister had the same counselor in high school. That ain't supposed to happen. Your counselor go about your grades and stuff like that. Me and my sister was in the same grade. Yeah. She a sophomore, I'm a senior.
Yeah.
She like, he ain't gonna graduate. She telling my mama like, he ain't gonna graduate.
That's what the counselor told me when I was senior year.
More parallel.
He put me in the office. He said, hey, look, if you keep it up this stuff, you have to go to night school for a year. You're not gonna graduate. And I was like, sign me up, boss. She
said, I'm sorry, Miss, I forgot her name, but it's something with an L. But she was like, he ain't know if you keep she said, he not gonna graduate on time. So we need to do this X, Y, and Z. And I had started once I went to alternative school and I was working and I had a car. Once I graduated, I'm like, I'm cool. I'd have made it. And my mama was like, so you don't want to go to college? My mama went to college. She went to Forest Park.
Okay.
She went to Fontbonne.
Shout out, I'm Forest Park alumni.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? 1 year.
Yes.
Shout out to my 1 years out here.
Shout out to the 1 year.
Shout out to the 1 years. No associates. You feel me? Shout out to my 1 year people out here.
So I went to she filled out all the shit. Like I said, I was spoiled. So she filled out all the shit. It was like, you gonna go to Forest Park. Or would you go? And I'm like, shit, fuck it. Everybody else talking about what they gonna do, I'll go. And I went, and this how she tricked me. She was like, you gonna get a check for going. You know, the refund check. Yeah. And I had got like $800. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going.
Yeah.
So I was going to Forest Park, and then my partner, shout out to Kilo G, he cut her.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Kilo.
Shout out to Kilo. He was going to her store, and he was like, man, you going to Forest Park, all the bitches at her store.
Yeah, her store. I don't know what it is.
All the women is at her store. Come to her store, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come to her store. And then I got over to her store, and then I ended up on them like 150. I'm like, this was a bad move.
Oh yeah. Did you see Elon Musk recently came out and said that college is like not for learning? He said it's a good place to like be around people your age group and have fun. But nobody learns. He said you can learn anything nowadays for free.
That is true. Shout out to YouTube University.
Yeah.
I see you talk about that too.
Oh yeah, I definitely. YouTube. I'm
you a graduate. You alumni.
Alumni. Shout out to all the alumni. Whether you baking, crocheting, or editing, you learned that.
Yeah, I had
straight up.
I had once he said he was going to her store and I went, I'm like, this some bullshit. The money and this, that, the other. I don't like this. But all along, he was cutting her.
Okay.
He was cutting everybody her that was on the basketball team and all that. He knew he was gonna go to barber college.
Yeah.
He just was going to her store to get the gals. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he don't kill me for saying that too. Like, but yeah, he was doing that for sure.
Oh yeah,
we talking. That was all. That was in the
married now. He good.
Yeah, he good. He good. Shout out to Stevie. Yeah. He was telling me that, and I was selling the bootleg CDs in the barbershop. That was like my little getaway. So that's what kept me out of trouble.
Okay.
What you talked about between like 14 and 18, I was going to the barbershop. Shout out to Plum. Yeah. Shout out to Roe at the barber joint. This was on Natural Bridge, so this was right by my house. It was in walking distance. Okay. Natural Bridge in Newstead. And 4510 Natural Bridge. So he was telling me, like, you be up here all the time. Why don't you go to barber school? At the same time, Kilo was saying he was going to barber school. So I had let the little time go by, and then I ended up going to barber school after college because it just wasn't, I wasn't doing shit in college. I was trying to learn something, but like you said, Elon said, like, you can learn that shit, but it was about the people I was meeting. You want to be around like-minded people, and that happened later after barber school because I went to Nelly School, the EI Institute with Veterac.
Right.
And that's when I didn't really learn nothing there per se. I learned hella shit. I went for engineering and engineering, mix and mastering, and business.
Yeah.
And I was bullshitting in them classes. You know what I'm saying? I could have learned a lot of things, but I was so caught up on, like, I got kids, I be outside and shit like that. And all of the people, like the engineers and the beat makers, they was cool with me. All the rappers and all the other people was cool with me.
Yeah.
But they didn't talk to each other. They just talked to me.
Well, that's some St. Louis shit.
So I'm like, shit, this my end. Like, this where I could get a check as an A&R. Like,
I could build the bridge.
I could build the bridge, and that's what I was like, oh, okay, that's what I'm going to do in this shit. Like, fuck the mixing, and I fuck with that shit to this day. I fuck with all of that shit. But, like, I learned that day, like, in school, that it wasn't about the education I was learning. It was about the people that I was meeting.
Yeah.
And I only went to the Nelly School because like I said, I went to barbering school and seeing how those people love cutting hair.
Yeah.
I love music.
Right.
I was just going to barber school to get my license to hustle, sell my CDs.
Right.
I got a booth.
Yeah.
I could sell my CDs and I cut a little hair. I never got my license for barbering.
Straight up?
No, I graduated barber school and everything. Leonard's Barber College on Natural Bridge. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out Mr. Hall, all that.
Classic. Classic.
I went there. Didn't get my license because I could never pass the written part. I passed the practical. The practical is cutting her.
Yeah.
But the written part, I just could never. Tests always fucked me up.
Yeah.
They always fucked me up, and that fucked me up. And like I said, I didn't never get my license, but now I got kids. Now I'm in the barbershop.
Right.
Illegally, because I don't got no license and shit like that. But I got the music.
You got the skills.
I got the skills. I can cut a little hair. You know what I'm saying? And once I had a car accident, I had a Mustang. And I was burning out. My partner showed me how to burn out all week. And then like that Saturday, I had an accident and spent out and put that motherfucker on the wall and broke my ankle.
Yeah.
And had a gash in my head. And that was the week I wanted to go to the Nelly school, but that was the week they had started. I was sitting in bed, and they had started taking. You used to have to pay full price to go to the school.
Right.
They had started taking like grants and financial aid.
Okay.
Once I had sat there, and once I had got off my ankle, my ankle got back well and shit, and I had filled out for financial aid, and I ended up going to school, and that was like the best thing I could do in my life. I was around like-minded people. My brother, I had a little brother that rapped. Okay. That was around Nelly. He was around Ali. He was cold, you know what I mean? So I used to be in studio sessions down at Fat Buddha, or R.I.P. to Ross. Ross told
Ross, man.
R.I.P. Ross. Like, Ross told my brother he was cold, you know what I mean?
I used to fuck with my one guy. What's one guy name, man? He used to
Which
work
one?
during the day with the glasses, white dude with the glasses.
I don't know him. I just know Ross.
Oh, man. That used to be my nigga, man. I can't remember that name.
You can't think of his name?
I can't think of his name.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I used to produce. My introduction to studios was Sub-Zero.
So Sub-Zero was by my neighborhood.
Yeah, by
on
Fairground.
Kossuth. I said Kossuth earlier. So why you trying to act like we ain't parallel?
Oh, I know. We paralleling. Straight up, we paralleling.
So I that was like one of my first times seeing that stuff. And I remember when y'all had they had CDs out. Yeah. Remember they used to sell CDs?
Yeah.
IPC. Remember IPC?
I remember IPC. Sub-Zero used
Just
to be.
Bleezy used to have his music up there.
Man.
And that was another thing coming up. I used to love hip hop and rap and shit like that. But I came up in the era when Nelly blew.
Yeah.
I came up in the era when Chingy blew and Jaquan blew.
Yeah,
so
Lou
it was like
on fire.
Lou was on fire. And I'm like, so it's guys from my city that's doing the biggest thing in the world. It
Big
was
Will is winning on 106 in Park. Tef Poe winning on 106
Come
in Park.
on, bro. I'm seeing all of this.
Yeah, motherfucking Hitman Holla on 106 in Park.
Come on,
killing.
I'm seeing all of this. Me and Hitman Holla played Pee Wee basketball together.
Yeah.
So I remember he been Hitman Holla. He been Lil Juro. He been you know how people used to he was called in football and basketball. He used to dunk on the field goal post in Pop Warner. He was cold like that.
He was that tall?
He was that tall as a kid. He been that. When I see that, I'm like, yeah, that's him. He been that.
Straight up.
Man, he been that. So seeing all of that and wanting to be that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And not knowing where I'm gonna land in the world, but knowing I love music, that's kind of how the whole like selling music and being a music man, staying out of trouble, being in the barbershop and being around that atmosphere kind of saved my life as well, on top of the Nelly school and being a part of this whole thing and getting where we at to this day.
Okay. Now let's go to 105.1.
Okay.
How did that opportunity come in, and like what were you doing at the time you got the opportunity?
I was still taking X pills.
Okay.
Still drinking every day. Pitying myself, trying to figure out what my next move was gonna be because the sticks was slowing up. Well, I still was selling the sticks, but I was tired of selling the sticks because I was still just going on the boat, losing the money.
You wasn't seeing no benefit from it.
I wasn't, man, and I just couldn't. I was, like I said, I was trying to buy a Corvette. I was buying, I had upped my ante of me buying shit. I was buying Cartier glass. I was buying Cartiers when niggas wasn't wearing Cartiers. I'm like the guy that put niggas back on Cartiers. When Cartiers came back.
Yeah, I can't afford no Cartiers.
But you got to think, I was gambling.
Yeah, them motherfuckers niggas, but god damn.
Mine was like 2,000.
1,200 a watt, man.
Yeah, mine, because I once I started like my sight started going, because being in front of the computer, it started fucking with my eyesight, and I was like, if I'm gonna be blind, I'm gonna be fly.
Yeah.
And I seen Plum wear Cartiers all my life growing up. So I'm like, shit, I'm going to get me some Cartis. If I need some glasses, I'm going to get me some buffs.
Yeah.
And once I got them off of gambling, I'm like, yeah, I'm on something. And then everybody went tripping off of them for like 4 years. And then now that's everybody. That's what everybody rocking.
Everybody trying to rock.
Yeah. So I had, what happened was I had reached out to Princess Storm.
Okay. Shout out Princess Storm.
Shout out to Princess Storm. She was on the radio.
Straight up.
And my daughter, like I said, I had my 2 kids that at the same year in 2010. In 2013, I had 2 more. That was exactly 3 months apart.
You did it again?
I did it again. So now I'm at 4 kids, and one of my daughters, my nephew was doing.
I just thought about Ty Tribbett. Ty Tribbett say if he did it before, he can do it again. Amen?
Amen.
All right. Nah, come on. Pay attention, y'all. We here.
We here.
Yeah.
So one of my daughter was going to Princess Storm's mother's daycare. My nephew was going, and that's how my daughter ended up going.
Okay.
To the daycare, and I want to say that was like 15 years. No, if they 11, so that's 11 years ago. But that's when so we'll just say like 12, 13 years ago. That's when she had first got on the air, and I was asking her like, I would love to do that because when I was coming up, I have to say this: Shorty was everything to me. Okay. Shorty the Prince when he won. Shout out to Shorty. When he won back in the day, I was like, man, I would have loved to like apply and like do that.
Yeah.
My mama wasn't going for that shit. So,
straight up?
Yeah, no. Nigga, you going to school.
Yeah, Shorty won that competition. That was crazy, man.
And on top of him winning, once he came on my show years later and told me the story, like, I wasn't going to be able to win that. He was going and was there, and they was like, they knew who he was. You know what I mean? So he was going to win that.
He said I wasn't going to win that.
I wasn't going to win that anyway. It was the youngest in charge competition, and he won that. So that was inspiring for me. Like, I've been wanting to be on the radio. I've been watching 106 & Park. I've been listening to the radio. I've been, like, wanted to do that. And just didn't know how I was going to be able to do it.
Okay.
So when I asked Storm was like starting out, so she couldn't really help me. She was like, you know.
And let me get my 90 days in first.
Yeah. Slow down, nigga.
You trying to get food already. I just started at McDonald's, nigga. Let me learn the managers first, nigga.
Facts. So that went down, and fast forward, the same dude I was telling you about with Kilo. Kilo G was going up there. Tab had just started. DJ Tab had started Streets 105.1.
Okay.
And a lot of the guys that was like hosting in the clubs and stuff ended up being guys on his radio station. But I used to see Tab. That was like my first celebrity partner.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I used to see him and stuff like that.
Shout out to Tab.
I seen him in the Tipsy video. Like, that was big. Shit like that.
Yeah.
And he seen me at one of the barbershops I was working at. So when I left the barber joint, I went to Grips.
Right.
And he used to be up there getting his car wash. They had a car wash and a barbershop on Goodfellow in 70.
I remember that.
Yes. And he used to be up there getting his car wash. And he had one time put the Streets app on my phone. He was like leaving 104 or the beat. I don't know which one. I forgot which one he was leaving. But he had left. And I was seeing Kilo. I was following him. Kilo was like showing on the internet that he was doing it, like on with headphones and on the radio. And I'm like, how the fuck is he doing that? And I like reached out to him one time, and it was like 5 years ago. So what we in 2024?
Yeah.
2019, I like reached out. 2019, I had reached out to him like, man, what you doing? He like, yeah, I'm on the radio. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, bro, I just love to come up and sit in on what you got going on.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, we're going to put it together. And I'm like, and that's crazy. We having this interview. I'm sitting down at your podcast.
Yeah.
It was in November, bro. And he had been not necessarily spending me. He busy. He doing the thing, and it was on Sunday and Monday because that's when he was off from cutting hair.
Yeah.
And I'm still on barbering time, even though I ain't no barber no more. So, like, he's saying, like, come up on the Sunday. I, like, got hung over at one of my partner's birthdays, His birthday in November. His birthday coming up. Shout out to Scooter Snacks. That's my partner. His birthday was coming up. I had got drunk real bad on that Sunday, so it was a Monday again. Damn, did it come back around full circle? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a Monday, and he was on the air, and he was up there. I'm like, bruh, send me the address. I'm going to come. And he sent me the address, bro. Came up there. I sat in the back, and then, like, he would do that, like, pull people on air, and he pulled me on air, bro, and we talking shit on a Monday, bro. I didn't leave after that. He asked me to come back. And all along, I didn't know it was a streaming radio station. Like I said, Tab had an app. It was a streaming radio station, so you had to download the app, and you could hear it as long as you had the app downloaded.
Right.
And it was lit ever since. Once I seen that, and I went back. If you got an iPhone, it got a little thing that showed that you already had the app. You just deleted it. Right. I had deleted the app, and I re-downloaded the app, and I was, like, locked in ever since. We started talking shit. I came, and I just never stopped leaving, bro. And that was in 2019.
He said, I never stopped leaving.
2018, I'm sorry, 2019, I would come every Monday, and then he stopped coming. He was like, bro, you would fill in for me? I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And he showed me how to run the boards and stuff. And then I did it for a year by myself, and then hassling Tab and Mario. After a year, they gave me my own show, man, on Saturdays from 7 to 9, and it just was lit ever since. I was going on Monday and Saturday, and I just turned up.
That's crazy.
After they gave me my own show, the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
But it made me an essential worker.
Right.
So I had to keep going. So the world was shut down, but I'm lit. Everybody knowing they can come to my radio show. Everybody pulling up on me. I'm doing mad interviews. I'm playing STL music because I told you I love the fact that STL artists was right in the city.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Railroad. Shout out to Crooked L, the RIP Crooked L. Shout out to my boy, damn, he gonna kill me right now, Kid Trill.
Okay.
Shout out to Kid Trill. Like, I knew them guys back then. So now I'm in the future. I'm older now. I ain't shorty age like I wanted to be.
Right.
But now I'm getting in my bag. You get what I'm saying? And everybody's starting to know me. And then I had met my fiance around that time too. She pulling up on me. So even if the bad girls in the building and all that, it was just cool. And I was lit. And I had turned up in the pandemic. It was like a blessing in disguise.
I think I remember that.
I was.
I see you
2020
on my Instagram
all the time, every week.
Come up here for $100.
Yeah, I did that in the summer.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ran a special. I was charging. We ain't gonna even disclose the amount, but I was charging. Yeah. It was cool. It was cool because I felt like you couldn't get this exposure nowhere else. I felt like other stations were cut out at certain times or certain spaces, and this was a global thing. You can go and really listen. If anybody downloaded the app, they can hear it, and it was raw. It was uncut. Like, you could curse. Yeah, you could say whatever you wanted to say. I could play. It didn't have to be edited music. Right. We could say, like I said, we could say what we wanted to say on the interview. So it was lit, man. And for me, my thing was, like I said, I was an entrepreneur. I sold music. Yeah. I knew all the bosses in the city. So my thing was, on my show, it wasn't really about bringing rappers up per se. I would play their music. But it was like highlighting bosses. Like, I would come and, like, how you doing this? I would bring you on my show. Yeah. And, like, let everybody know you doing what you doing.
And that's my thing. You got to have motion. Yeah. You ain't got no motion, fam. Like, I don't really want to talk to you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even like the young rappers be hitting me up in the DM, like, man, can I come on? Can I come on? Like, man, that's not my lane,
you
bro.
You ready to talk about that?
So it's like, I can't. My man's ready for you. Yeah. It's not my lane.
No, listen. Where my camera at? Which one my camera?
That's your camera.
I'm not ready for you. Listen, hear me out.
Just straight up.
I also learned that because I thought I was lit in life. You know what I mean? I'm gambling. I'm having money. I'm having kids. I'm flying shit. But once I seen, because I was a selfish person. So I was a take type of person. once I came and started being on the show, I had to be a giver. I had to use my light to shine it on other people. And once that started reverting and it being in the positive, I seen how great that was, and I transferred over to being the giver.
Right.
Coming with being a giver, a lot of people feel what's the word? Like feel like they supposed to have it. What's the word for that?
Entitled?
Entitled, man.
Yeah.
The entitlement used to be crazy. Play my music. Play my music. Can I come get an interview? People would reach out to me and ask me for an interview, and I would bring up all these people because it was free if I brought you.
Yeah.
But if you asked me, I would charge you. Because you obviously see what I got going on.
Right.
So that means that it costs to come. You know what I mean? They wouldn't want to pay. It's supposed to be free. How it's supposed to be free? I'm lit. I'm having motion.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I fuck with me differently because I had that motion on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Hump. Hump ain't never had me model his clothes until I've been buying his shit.
Yeah.
But once I started modeling, because I had something going on, they gave me a different outlook on life.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be having something going on for everybody to be fucking with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it never made me look at him no type of way, but I like thought that, like, yeah, you got to have something going on. My old lady told me one time, shit was fucked up, even on the radio. I was doing shit and it wasn't paying the bills.
Right.
And she was like, it ain't my fault you ain't got no motion. I'm like, damn, you right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got to fix this to make sure I got motion.
That's the thing with the Lou.
Yeah.
With the Lou,
they'll put you up there.
You can't start something and like people see what you're doing and fuck with you. You got to have so much motion in the Lou. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
I wouldn't
For
even
people
say,
to fuck with you.
I wouldn't say it was that. It ain't that. It's got to be, yeah, you kind of right. It's got to be undeniable. Like you want to hate on it, but it's like too many motherfuckers fucking with it, so you got to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in okay, you go to the A, you start pulling up on niggas doing the Kenny Mo show.
Right. Now everybody dick riding.
As long as people see you doing it, somebody that's a millionaire will do your show because they see you doing it.
Yeah, that's fact.
It's not going to happen in the Lou.
Yeah, it would. If the right people see, because we here we could make it look good too, and I'll say that it was a lot of people that was on my show that wasn't really like that. They just had a song, right?
Oh yeah.
Or they was cool enough for other people to tell me to have them. Like you said, once like a millionaire come on, it gotta be like a relationship. Somebody told them, like, man, dude really doing this thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people here be thinking they doing it and they really ain't doing nothing. And that was me included.
Okay.
It was a lot of stuff that I felt like I should have had and should have been doing, but I really wasn't doing shit. Like, you can't act like that if you ain't paying for production.
Yeah.
You ain't making sure this shit, like, you just up here and you talking in the mic and you doing it, but it's other stuff that go into that. And that's what's wrong with us in the city.
Right.
And in town. Like, you don't know what, like, a person asking you to pay to come on this shit, like, if y'all need to pay, if y'all want to come on this. It's a whole production team.
Hey, straight up.
Elaborate on
that. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
He got some whole other shit going on. So you need to, a lot of people don't value that. And it's like, that's the problem. Like, I got to do all of this shit for you to even come.
Yeah.
So you need to pay to come to this because it's going to cost me to do all this time, effort. And that's what started happening as the years went by with people like taking it for granted that I was doing it. They didn't want to pay. And that was like killing me because it's like I'm on some futuristic shit. I'm on the streaming radio station. I got motion. I got a YouTube. I got people tapped in. I got artists like Big Boogie when he first started. I got Ace Hood pulling up on me. I got all these people pulling up. I got your favorite rapper, your homeboy, that's the man in your hood. He pulling up on me. Crip, Blood, Six Deuce, whatever. Pulling up on me. And you still feel like it should just be free just cause. And it was like that was like heartbreaking. Like,
yeah, that's the Lou though, man. And like another thing is, you got a vibe. I got a vibe
for sure.
You're not gonna go nowhere else and get these vibes.
No, at all.
You're just not gonna do it.
But they think they can for free.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
them niggas don't like y'all.
Like people would be on Channel 2 and Channel 5 and be like, man, like this feels totally different. And they had this, that, and that, and so and so and so and so. Like
they don't even know you. And that was my thing. Like a lot of people, I used to blow them away because I would do my research on them. So when you come, we having a conversation. I know a lot about you that the average person wouldn't know. You know what I mean? And I ain't grow up with you or none of that. I would really like, I pride myself. That was like, I just unleashed my like secret sauce. I really like be knowing people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like really doing my research on people. So we having like a sit down. It wasn't more like an interview. It was like a sit down. But the killer part was, it was on the radio, so nobody could really see it. I was recording it, but I wasn't really putting it out.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, if you seen it, and then I would record it on IG Live, and they would see it. So I was just doing that, just kind of paying it forward, man. So like getting it out there that I was actually doing that shit, and like some came with it. It took a little while. But some came with it. But I'm gonna unleash it on your show. But I want to get all your questions out the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. What do you do to research? I
do the Instagram.
Yeah, I do the Instagram research.
And they people. If somebody told me to interview them, or I ask people if you know them, what question would you ask them? I do stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, you don't fuck with. You would rather be behind the camera.
I like organic. Yeah, I like organic shit
for sure. So I wouldn't talk to my guests before or let them tell me what they want me to ask. And we will have an organic thing. Just trust me, I'm a professional. I really know how to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I like pride myself on it. It was actually good. Yeah. And when they used to be, you know, who was like horrible, like the youth with the rappers.
Who?
The rappers.
The rappers,
the young rappers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, they was horrible. Like I would ask them stuff like, "Where you from?" And they'd be like, "I'm from here. I'm from a little bit of everywhere." And I'd be like, "Where your grandmama house at?"
Yeah,
that's where you from. Where you from? You know what I mean? And one of my partners told me like, "You are their startup, or you're a vessel for them to get bigger." So don't take it so personal that they're not good at talking. You got to coach them and have something for them to be able to answer and get better. Yeah. You the vessel for them to get better. So I started looking at it different. Like they might not be the best, but I'm here to make them better. So that's how I started looking at it different. I look at a lot of it differently.
To you, man.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna interview your little ass if you don't know how to talk, bro.
They would.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not my lane.
Yeah.
It's not my lane, like straight up. Like,
I got pushed into it because I was playing their music. I didn't really want to interview them.
Yeah.
I just wanted to play their music. The music was hot.
Yeah.
Contrary to belief, a lot of STL artists, because a lot of people from in the music game, period, a lot of people from St. Louis make good music because they copy off of
it's
other people.
It's so much talent, bro.
And what I'm saying is they copy off a lot of stuff, but they actually sound good.
Yeah.
The music is, I can ride to a lot of people's music from here. I just wouldn't want to talk to them. But once I put that in perspective, like I'm going to interview them so they can get ready for the E-Bros or the Breakfast Clubs or wherever they would go in the future. I want them to know, like, Kenny Mo gave me my first shot. I'm always fuck with him, and I'm gonna be better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and that was dope to me.
And that's the thing. It's like, that's why I say, like you say, you can ride to this music, right?
Yeah, I could ride to it for sure. And I ain't shoot them up bang bang, but some of them was shoot them up bang bang, some of them was fly.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, the Lou not gonna rock with you until you got a lot of motion.
That's a fact.
Sexy Red been rapping.
Yeah, man.
The Lou didn't fuck with her
until she got
until she had a lot of motion.
That's a fact.
The Lou is not gonna fuck with you unless you got a lot of motion.
That's true.
Trust what I'm saying.
That's true.
People will fuck with you.
That's true.
Like Kenny Mo.
Yeah.
Me, you know what I'm saying? If I see you doing your thing and you can have a conversation, I'll fuck with you.
But I don't think, I'm going to say this too. I don't think they care neither. I don't think they care if everybody fuck with them. I think more or less they care about they people fucking with them.
Yeah.
And they cool with that. I don't think they really see it like how me and you would see it, because we seen Nelly and Chingy and Jaquan, like I said earlier. We seen it be on such a high level.
Yeah.
I don't think they cool with like they people in their neighborhood and like.
And YouTube.
And
TikTok.
St.
Louis media.
Yeah.
Don't have enough confirmation. Like, this ain't Vlad TV. So they not going. They not going. Who Vlad?
We got Views from the Arch. We got
Views from the Arch.
We got
Views from the Arch.
Blanco Tarantino. He needs to get back to the interviews. We got a Kenny Mo.
Kenny Mo, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that.
But I get what you saying. Yeah. I just feel like the market. Okay, so I figured this out as well.
Yeah.
With me being at the radio station, on the streaming radio station.
Mm-hmm.
It's the market that we in as well. We in the middle of a lot of stuff.
We late to a lot of shit.
And we don't have the same resources that a lot of other markets have.
Exactly.
We just don't. We got to think. We got 2 radio stations here.
Yeah.
Other markets got all these different radio stations, all these other podcasts, all this other money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at the radio stations, they not backing your Sexy Red when she coming up.
Exactly.
They waiting on somebody else to spend the money on her.
Yeah.
And then we gonna back her and this and that and the other. You know what I mean?
She gotta get the motion.
You gotta get the motion. So I wouldn't say that per se, like we just don't fuck with each other or this and that and the other. I just don't think we have the resources. We don't have a record label here. We don't have a Capitol or this and the other, or Def Jam. All of these things that would be essential to you being a bigger artist.
Like, I mean, but
we don't have it.
You, like you said, I said this not flat, but in the Lou, you got Pascal. I love Pascal.
Shout out to Pascal.
I want to sit down with Pascal.
Okay.
I love Pascal. I've been watching Pascal for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to the niggas who have motion, but to the outsiders, it don't seem like motion.
So that's what I was going to ask you. What's considered motion?
Motion is considered consistency.
Okay. That's consistent motion. Uh-oh.
Yeah. You good.
Okay.
Motion is consistency. Like, there's no value to motion.
Mm-hmm.
It's only work ethic to motion. For me.
It's what you're doing.
Flat out.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said,
I agree.
Because you was working your ass off. You was consistent with this shit.
I was missing birthdays and all that shit. Holidays, all that.
That's motion.
Yeah.
But to the younger people, it's just, if you ain't bringing them the bag or you ain't getting 1 million views or 500,000 views, you ain't got no motion. Like, motion is attached to a number with them.
Yeah.
With me, I'm a creator.
Yeah.
So the work ethic is the motion for me.
For sure.
You ain't got to have 1 million views.
Nah.
You got motion.
You working.
Yeah.
You working. You motion. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's where the disconnect happened.
I think also it's our age too, bro. We older and they look at things just differently, bro. You got to think, bro. They ain't listening to the radio.
They're not.
They didn't go and buy a CD.
Is radio like Fading to Black?
Man.
I got y'all the backstory. We finna get into some shit now. I'm just letting y'all know. We finna get into some shit. Is radio Fading to Black?
For me personally, man, I feel like they got adjustments to make it stay alive. Meaning, like, they better get with the shits, or it's gonna be an ending, man. Like, I want to say this: I ain't on 105 no more. I just got an offer for 104.1.
Okay.
So I'm finna turn up. Like, I'm introducing this right on your show, man. No.
Okay.
Hit the shit. Yeah.
Elaborate.
Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah, I can't really say nothing, but I said it. You know what I'm saying? So the people don't know we blasting this off. So whenever this come out, like this gonna be the first time I say it outside of the house and shit.
Okay.
So I'm coming in knowing that I did the streaming radio station.
Yeah.
And how I'm gonna take it to the bare minimum. The STL artists, how they treated it. When I played that shit, I played y'all shit.
Yeah.
But when 104.1 or 100.3 played that shit, they used to like record it and show their mama and jumping all around. I was like, I played your shit like 3 months ago. So now I'm gonna use the platform or take heed to the platform and really just take the stamping with it. You know what I mean? It's stamped because it's solidified. I was listening to a podcast that said the radio ain't going nowhere because there's a lot of broke people. Radio is free, so it's gonna be there. Radio is free.
Yeah, and you can steal Wi-Fi. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
You know, so it's gonna be there. And I hope it'll be there because I'm in that profession.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I also see the flaws in it, but I would want to be a trailblazer and be there to change some things.
Yeah.
But the stamp and to just take what I've already done and mix that in and try to move forward and put on for the city, you know what I mean? That's just what I'm trying to do and what I'm doing. So I don't think it's over, but we got to make some adjustments for sure.
It definitely got to be some adjustments
for sure.
It's got to be something has to happen for people to get value out of tuning into the radio.
Like you should be on the radio.
Yeah.
Because your podcast and the conversations that you have are impactful.
Yeah, shout out to Net too. Net needs to be on there too. Authenticity TV. She needs to be on there too, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Net.
Yeah, shout out my nigga Kip.
Shout out to Kip.
My nigga Kip tried.
Yeah.
They played my nigga, but he should have won because that nigga was sleeping in his kids' tents and shit.
Was that when they was doing the thing?
When they was doing the morning show thing. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this on your show too, man. I'm gonna get it all to you. This was like a tricky time at 105. And like I said, I knew the people on there was having it and I wanted to go. But I wanted to stay loyal to the radio station I was at. So I didn't go. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I got the thing, like you saying, with the whole like, is it over with and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like being a part of it now, I see that the Lord worked it out for me. I ended up there without having to do all of that. But it was like I was watching it. I almost tiptoed over there.
You got to drop a bomb for God. Won't he do it?
Amen.
Hey, straight up,
flat out, straight up. So yeah, I was one of those guys that was finna get over there and try to like see what's up. Like I know I could do it. You know what I mean? But I also felt like I had put enough time in, enough work that I didn't have to do it that way.
Yeah.
And the Lord showed me that, I didn't have to do it like that.
It's a blessing, man. Look, this is the thing with me, right? This is my ideology, and you know I'm a foresight thinker.
Come on. When your birthday, man?
My birthday was last week, October 27th.
October 27th, man.
Scorpio. I know you said your homeboy November. He a Scorpio.
Yeah, he a Scorpio.
Yeah, I niggas different. Yeah. I got a homeboy.
You gotta say that y'all together.
Nah, fuck that. I got a homeboy that's a November Scorpio. Y'all niggas different. Straight up. But it's like,
shout out to the Scorpios.
I understand that the radio is important.
Yeah.
Once the record labels figure out how to let podcasters sign up for a subscription to access their catalog.
Yes. It's gonna be
radio
different.
is gonna fade.
You think it's gonna fade, or it's gonna be on? It's gonna be on the radio.
If I could play what I wanted to play on my show, and not get flagged for it, not get copyrighted for it, because I paid a month.
But I'm saying not even the music per se. What about the conversations? Because let's just be honest, the music, you get what I'm saying? Like you can go and listen to the music on your phone at all times. So you want to really get the content. Of the conversations.
Yeah.
I think people tune in to conversations.
I think the conversation is always going to be the conversation.
Yeah.
But is you gonna give me the right sauce with it?
What you mean when you say the right sauce?
Okay, this is what I'm saying with the right sauce. Like, okay. Okay, should I say this? Because you finna be on the radio, or should I not say this?
Am I interviewing you now?
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Kenny Moco.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you can invite me. Nobody ever invited me. I think you intimidated.
I got you.
But look, it's like 95.5.
Okay. No, I like 95.5.
Why does Mocha Latte not have a show?
Wow.
It's like,
shout out to Latte. That's my
it's like
girl.
A lot of people in the radio
station. Don't nobody got time for that. That's my girl.
It's like, don't nobody pets. They don't read the tea leaves in the loop.
I want to say, I think it's just higher people, bro, that's just kind of out of touch. And I'm going to just say that. I won't even call them gatekeepers. It's just people in position that might just be out of touch of what's going on. Okay. That's it.
I don't want to talk about that no more because I don't want them
they got a job to do
and try to play you an opportunity.
Right.
We're gonna keep it clean. I'm gonna wait till you get your 90 days and then we're gonna have a real conversation.
Yeah, I like how I did Princess Storm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Storm.
Shout out to Storm, man. But it's like,
I totally understand. Listen, I was one of the guys.
Your music choice, is the sauce,
right?
My music choice is the sauce.
Then
like I'm an R&B nigga.
Bring it.
So if it's like when Amazon had the radio show that they had, I was on it.
Okay.
I loved it.
Yes.
Like I could play music and I could talk.
Right.
I could play what I want to play.
Right.
We lit.
Right. But why don't you just start your own radio station?
Nah.
That's the thing. I think a lot of us
it's a lot.
You think it's a lot. It's really about doing the research, doing the homework, getting you some capital, and doing it on your own. It's really time, bro, that everybody stop making excuses and do their own thing. And it don't even matter. I was trying to do my own thing, but they don't want to give me the money, so I'm gonna just get with somebody and get the money. Yeah. And then what I'm saying.
And that's the thing. I think it will work.
It definitely will work.
I'm with like content, visual content. I'm just waiting for YouTube to say, okay, you can sign up for $50 with Atlantic every month. You can play $50 and access their catalog.
Yeah.
Then we lit.
Then we lit because I could play that.
I can play whatever I want to from Atlantic.
Why do you want to play the music though?
Because continuous conversation needs a break.
Does it though?
After so much, yeah. Nobody want to hear nobody talk for like 3 hours straight.
You ready?
Without no music?
You ready? I'm one of the people that listens to podcasts and listen to people talk for hours, bro.
With no music.
With no music, bro. I'm getting so old. You ready? I'm getting older now. I don't even want to hear no music.
What?
I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear people talk. On the way here, I have to hype myself up. I listen to 50 Cent on I forgot what station he on, but like he doing some media runs because he doing press for his residency in Vegas.
Yeah.
On whatever, one of them New York. It wasn't Breakfast Club. I listened to the Breakfast Club one, and then I went over to the other one. I forgot what's the other one called. But with Ebro, he went with Ebro in the morning. Yeah, I don't even listen to music as much as I used to.
But that's not hours of content though. Like I fuck with Joe.
Hours though.
I fuck with Joe. Joe do a 3-hour podcast.
Who is Joe?
Joe Budden.
Yeah,
He start with music.
So this my thing.
Music that breaks it up.
Nah, listen. Joe Budden. So this my thing with those podcasts. They talk and no knock to Joe Budden. I'm saying he like the pod god. That's what they call him.
Yeah.
He talk about recent topics. I like hearing conversations with people. I don't want to hear the chatty patty topics or
see that's the St. Louis in you. That's another paragraph.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't really want to talk about current news either.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I want to talk about everybody else's business.
Yeah, that's not me.
Not my business.
I'd rather bring people on, like I said on my Kenny Mo show on Streets.
Yeah,
I used to bring people on that were entrepreneurs and talk about how they got to that point and what they came up, how they came up, where they from, and all of that. So somebody listening could know that you can too. Yeah. All you got to do is get up and do it.
And that's all I'm on. I want to talk to niggas who are out here.
That's supposed to be on the radio.
Have my motion.
Yes.
Like, they working.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They might not have all the motion in the world.
So why we need to hear...
But they got my motion.
Why do we need to hear Knuckle If You Buck in the middle of that?
Well, I wouldn't play Knuckle If You Buck, you know. It'd probably it'd probably be some Jill Scott.
Yeah.
You just crossed my mind, you know what I'm saying?
So that's different. Like you said, with established music and especially with R&B, you getting older, so like people wanna... Like, your people would love to hear that. That's when you need to have an event. And you have a DJ that can play that type of stuff. And you make money that way.
Okay. We getting into another segment called Gems. Okay. Flat out. But the event could be every day.
No, it can be.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
They don't have the money to pay you every day.
That's what I'm saying.
Break it up.
Once the record labels figure out how to charge podcasters to create a vibe, the vibe is going to be created. The people who love music are going to lean more into the heavy music podcast.
Right.
The other people just like conversation.
But is the podcast, is it music though? That's what I'm saying. I didn't think getting into podcasting or listening to podcasting that music was part of it. Like, that's cool. But, like, it's more about the conversation. It's not really about the music.
It's definitely talk radio.
You get what I'm saying?
It's definitely talk radio.
It ain't really about the music. Like, that's cool. Like, you get an intro and you play up and coming artists. Hey, I like such and such, such and such. Yeah. And you play it. I put it on for him. But boom, now we talking to whoever we talking to. We talking to a Kenny Mo. And I ain't made no music. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that ain't got nothing to do with podcasting. And I think a lot of people get a lot of stuff misconstrued on what certain things are.
Yeah, and I had to stop doing podcasting because it's expensive. If you want it to be everywhere, like people don't know this. I was paying like $35 a month. Okay, right? Me and Wifey podcast. That's $70.
Shout out to y'all podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
What was the name of y'all podcast?
The Road to Bliss.
Road to Bliss. What y'all used to be talking about?
Relationship shit.
Straight up, man.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fire.
I'm trying to
I see what you're doing here too.
I'm trying to
Come on with the interview, nigga. Come on with the interview, nigga.
I'm trying to soup my fiance up because we be having real. So I would talk a lot of shit on her, but I was dealing with her the whole time. And some of her people, or just people in general, be asking her like, "You feel a way about the shit he was saying?" She know it's just entertainment, right?
Yeah.
And she would tell him like, "Nah, I ain't tripping off him." So I'm like, me and you can have real good conversation.
Yeah.
Because people would tune in to like, for your rebuttal to shit I would say. So like you saying you and Wifey was doing it, like how was the reception to it?
The reception was decent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It never went like crazy.
Okay.
Because people gonna people, and if you ain't got the marketing dollars, it just ain't gonna do it.
I just think if it's like, good, it's gonna be.
A lot of people fucked with it.
Okay,
I
would watch that.
It was like stock. It was up and it was down.
Yeah, this shit like that. A lot of people can't handle that.
They can't handle it.
I think I can handle it.
Yeah,
I've been like I said, that was 2020.
Yeah,
when everybody was fucking with me. 2021, and I learned this too. When you really good, and a lot of people know, you get annoying because you good.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I'm tired of seeing him. Like now you gotta back away and make them want to see you. And then I sat down with I think you know him, so I could say it on her Billy C.
Willie C?
Not Willie C.
Billy C.
Billy C. He played. He went to U City. He had a studio by Gateway and stuff like that.
Okay, I know who you're talking about now. Okay.
He had a bunch of artists in there, and he would give them game. And at the time, Big Bill.
Yeah,
there you
Big
go.
Bill.
There you go. And he would get him game. So I would ask him like, "Hey man, how can I get my shit going?" And the one thing he said that was like real game, right? He was like, "Get people on your shit that people want to see."
Yeah. Yeah. And see, and that's the thing with me. Like, that's not the gauge for me.
That ain't the games to me. I'm gonna have people on.
I want to talk to.
There you go, and that's how I feel too.
Like I want to talk to professors and like people be asking like, where you trying to go? Like, man, look, I want to be like Joe Rogan. Like, I want to talk to somebody who's been in the Navy, Army, military.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Seen the UFO.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
I want to talk to him.
Yeah,
flat out. And interesting conversation.
And I feel it, and that's what I was on too. So. When you say you had your old lady on, I would have her like come pop in, because that was a transition too. When I was on the radio, I had Monday Night Raw, Ratchet Radio, and you had topics, and you had that going back and forth, and with the ladies and stuff like that. So when she would come around, I'd be like, get on and just talk. So I would tell her like we could do it. Her people would tell her like we could have y'all need a podcast, you know what I'm saying? So you were saying like it was like up and down when y'all
as far as the viewership, the listenership, listeners a lot. Okay. They was cool.
Okay.
But the viewership was like it's complicated to get niggas to watch your shit on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm going through that right now.
And it's like that's where the marketing come in.
Yeah.
Like,
you think it's the marketing?
I think it's the marketing, bro.
I think that got everything to do with the millionaire shouting your shit out.
Yeah.
And saying that you got it going. Because you got the content.
Yeah.
But once they say it's cool, then, and now everybody looking at it. I think that's what that is.
It's the thing between good and bad, right?
Okay.
So your shit good.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is you in the low.
Okay.
If I put you in LA,
anywhere else,
or I put you in Georgia, or I put you in Miami,
or
somebody with some paper gonna see it and say he's good. I could put this much behind him,
and it's gonna go.
And it's gonna go.
Yeah, I get you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you on that.
Top 3 people you want to interview?
I knocked them off, man. That's crazy. You asked me that. That's crazy. So. When I started 105, I wanted to interview Jay Nix, Stewie Rock.
Shout out to Stewie Rock. That was like our Shorty.
Yes.
Flat out.
I wanted to do him. I wanted to do Shorty. And I wanted to do he gonna kill me. He was on the show. Dip.
Dip, yeah.
And I did all 3 of them. So like I told Shorty after he did it in April of 2022 or 2023, one of them years. I was like, I can I told Jay Nix that like I could retire. I got who I wanted, who I wanted. Everything else is like a plus.
Straight up.
Yeah, everything else is a plus. I want you on my shit because I know people like genuine people we gonna have good conversation.
Oh yeah.
And you understand what's going on. Like I said, I talked about the youngins earlier. They don't know how to have a conversation. I just want to have a good conversation and put on for my people.
Yeah, so, they don't know how to do that.
I knocked off my 3, so like I'm kind of arrogant with this shit now.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? As Knicks, I'm coming, nigga.
Yeah.
If I gotta come down there, I want the radio station let me go conversation.
Yeah.
I need that. Yeah. You feel me? Flat out. Yeah, but that's the perfect lane for him. He need a pod. Yeah. He just need a YouTube show, bro.
Yeah.
Because he got it.
He got it.
You don't need
that was another person, bro. Like I was hearing his music, and when everybody went hip on the A like that, and he was working with them up and coming producers like Marvelous J, dealing with Future when Future
niggas don't even know him and Future got a whole mixtape.
They got a whole mixtape together.
They don't know that.
Like I was like, man, dude,
put some respect to my nigga name.
Yeah, give it up to Jay Nix.
Straight up,
Stewie Rock.
Straight up, man.
FDU. Straight up.
FDU. Okay.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about this.
Okay. I'm here. You ain't got nowhere to go, do you?
I ain't got nowhere to go.
I ain't taking too long.
I ain't got nowhere to go.
All
right. But let's do this. What is the art of radio hosting? Like, what is the?
That's a good question. Ain't nobody never asked me that.
Because it's a lot. You gotta choose the song. You know what I'm saying? You gotta read the ad. So it's like you gotta think about a lot at one time.
Yeah.
You gotta think about, okay, I gotta play this ad. Now I got a motherfucking. What song am I gonna play after the ad to keep people engaged?
Right.
Because it's all engagement.
Yeah.
If you play the wrong song,
you can fuck it up.
100 people could leave. Especially when you're talking about streaming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's the art to it?
All right. So for me, I always know the good music because I'm in it. Everybody telling me I'm getting, like I said, we getting older. Yeah. I say we, nigga, you getting old too.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
So I had younger people, my younger partners that's getting money and they around. They tell me what's going on. They put me on music, so I could probably lay that out. The music part, the easy part.
Okay.
You could lay out the music.
Okay.
I wanted to be a DJ when I was younger. My mama bought me, I told you I was spoiled. My mama bought me turntables.
This nigga had turntables, a pool, and a jacuzzi, and ran the fuck away. The hell is going on out here in these streets, man?
Why would you tell me, you give me all that and then tell me I can't do certain shit? I could do anything I want to do. Don't be telling me what I can't do. I'm gone.
You thought you was grown.
Yeah, I thought I was grown.
That was your problem.
And my son act like that right now, my oldest son. Shout out to
he come back, don't it?
Yeah, man, he 14, act the same way as me.
Oh, the OGs ain't never lied.
Elaborate.
They ain't never lied, boy.
I swear to God. So, the music, setting up the music was easy. And the ads gonna come because with the ads, they there. They there too. You did all that. You pre-put all that shit in. That ain't it's not hard. The sauce is being who you are and being relatable to everybody.
Okay.
Old people, young people, your peers, everybody, just being relatable, being you. It's like a blessing. I'm me on the air. I'm me on the radio. I'm me right now when we talking and chopping it up. So it's just about being you. If you ain't you and you ain't good, then you just not gonna be good on the radio.
I think that's why so many people lost in the world.
Because they trying to be something that they not.
Yeah, they too busy like trying to be who they portray to be on Instagram, and it's not that, fam.
I swear to God, I didn't caught myself like, man, you trying to act like you like, nah, you ain't that. Like, I ain't gonna post this because this don't align with what I got going on the internet. Nah, nigga, just post this shit. It ain't nothing. It's the internet. It ain't shit. Bro. I was the shit before the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You talking that talk.
But I don't knock the internet because that was one thing that Kilo told me. He used to be at events and he would get on the internet and show that he at that event, and it would show that, and that's how you get the paper in this shit. You got to show them you be at these places. You got to show them you got motion.
And that's the thing. I'm not really.
Yeah, quit doing that.
Conforming.
Quit doing that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
quit doing that.
This is the thing. Let me tell you who I am. I'm an artist, right? So it's like, I don't want to sign up with a gallery that's going to tell me to paint a certain way.
And that's
why I do this. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important for the Kenny Mo Show.
Yeah. Because
nobody can fire you from that.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Nobody can take that away from you.
So then I'm gonna go on and say this. It could tap out at a certain spot, right? If you don't have no backing, if you don't have nobody that's pushing this out, what you got going on, only a certain amount of people can hear it.
That's the marketing.
And that's what you was talking about earlier. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I've just hit my ceiling and I'm ready to go up higher. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to go up higher. And that's everything that we've talked about so far. Like, it's to the point now, it's like, I've interviewed people in the city. I've interviewed artists that came into the city. Yeah. I've interviewed all type of people. You know what I mean? Politicians, everything. But it's like, it got to get to a point now where it's like they snapping it. You got all this fire content. You just sat down. I just sat and watched your content.
Oh, yeah.
For hours. That's why I was like, I couldn't wait.
I'm almost 9 years in.
That I couldn't wait to come on here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at some point, you gonna need people to like, somebody to be like, he the shit outside of your guests for other people to fuck with it.
And I think that's going to be, sadly to say,
okay,
leaving the loop.
Okay. I felt like that too. I get you.
Because it's like,
I get you.
Like you said, you reach a cap.
Yeah.
There's only so many people you can interview in St. Louis.
Yeah, man. That's how I felt.
It's not the biggest city.
I got to the point I started asking them who they wanted to see.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
Like, who y'all want me to have? Who you want me to have on the show?
Yeah,
like,
that's why it's like Georgia for me, because you got college athletes in Georgia. You got Tyler Perry Studios in Georgia. So you got actors. You got supporting actors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Black Hollywood.
Yeah.
You got all these people that are on the come up.
Yeah.
That would love to just go on a show.
Yeah.
Because people don't know about them.
But we got to quit thinking of, I learned this too, we got to quit thinking of the come up and who already there. Because you to put enough time, and it's been 9 years. Yeah. It's time for the right person to come sit down with you that's already established, that say that you the network, you the market it, and you the did everything you need to do to have that conversation with them.
Let's talk about this.
Okay.
Just because you got motion on Instagram don't mean you got motion on YouTube.
No, that's a fact.
A lot of people think
that's a fact.
That just because
it's hard to get them to cross, get on them other platforms. It's tough.
Like, I know people who do numbers on YouTube.
I do
numbers. But Instagram is trash.
I got all these people that was watching my lives. Yeah. And I took all the lives down and told them, come over to YouTube and see everything that you see on live on IG. And it's tough. Yeah. It's tough, but it's about putting the work in.
And that's the thing. I'm for the love of the content, and I so want to do what the hell I want to do.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm in the process of just finding another way to bring in the income to where I can just be free with the content.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even looking for the content for the paper.
I'm with you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
Flat out.
That's where I was at with it before I sat down with these people and was doing the 104.1 thing. I was at the point where, like, where you at? Like, man, you know what? Like, I was really ready to quit. Like, I don't even care.
You ready to quit?
Yeah, man. Cause
I ain't never ready to quit. I just need more people to interview. Like, Black Joe Rogan. If I go to Georgia, I got, like, professors and you got black doctors, a lot of more black doctors and all of this type of stuff.
You would interview those people, right?
Yeah.
But the money it would take to go do that, right? You might not even have. You got bills, you got kids, you got family. I was at that point in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I can't afford to go to Rick Ross car show and pay the $150 to get in, but I could get all this content and everybody be on me like, dude went to the A, so I'm going to pay him what he want when he get back. I get back and they still ain't paid me. I went and hosted for, I ain't even talk about me hosting. I hate hosting.
You hate hosting?
I hate hosting.
I used to host a lot.
I hate that because I got to yell for a couple $100 for like 9 hours when I could just talk on the microphone for an hour and get the same money.
That's a shift in an hour overtime, man.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Jesus Christ.
I'm cool on the hosting, but they would book me to host. Shout out to Tab. He had booked me for they booked the radio station and he sent me up to Columbia to Mizzou and a Mozzie concert before he got locked up. And I had went up there and then like people like kind of overlooked that stuff. So if I didn't have the gas money, the clothes, the get a haircut to pay, I had a blowout. I had to pay for a tire. Like if I ain't had the money to do that, how I'm gonna go out of town and do all this stuff to get this content to make people want to fool with me? You know what I mean?
That's the shit people don't think about, man.
Yeah, they don't. They don't. And I had to. I've done all of that. I had to do what we do to this day. So that's why I want to salute you, and that's why I wanted to come on here, because you got a hell of a thing going on.
I salute you, man. Yeah. You finna go. You finna go.
I appreciate
anything you need, nigga, I'm coming, nigga.
Right on.
When the show airs, nigga, you need me to come with the cameras, nigga, I'll come with the cameras and shoot you so you can do your social media, YouTube promo, whatever the hell.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, don't stop working on what you working on, though.
Oh, for sure. Because they done already put it in the fine print that, like, you can't do X, Y, and Z. So you got to do that outside of
I can't believe it did my nigga motherfucking Knicks like that. Like, yeah, this nigga been loyal to you niggas for 100 years.
Yeah, man, that's
you would do that.
That's part of the game, and I understand that.
And that's what give me confirmation about what I'm doing.
Yes, like, I want to tell you.
You can't fire me for me.
That's why I'm telling you to keep doing what you're doing.
Flat out.
Yes, that's why I'm telling you that.
Just make sure you keep working on you.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. Because I already understand. I know all of that.
Yeah,
you gotta understand, and I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ho did that, so you ain't got to go through that.
Hello.
What the hell? All right. Last thing, Young Thug just got out. Shout out to Young Thug.
Shout out to Young Thug. I thought we wasn't gonna do the whatchamacallit topics.
They gave this nigga 15 years probation. I got one question.
Okay.
Is he gonna survive?
He'll do it.
Where he gonna move to? He gonna have to move to like.
He ain't gonna have to
Colorado.
They gonna listen.
Because he can't be in Atlanta.
The record label are going to protect their investment.
Okay.
He finna make a shitload of money.
Oh yeah.
A shitload of money for them.
Yeah, that concert.
They wasn't gonna make no money with him being locked up.
They wouldn't. They didn't.
They didn't.
Yeah, they didn't.
So with him being out, they like NBA when he went to wherever he went. What is it, Idaho or wherever he went?
Idaho.
Wherever he went, they was making a shitload of money.
That nigga had to get a whole white family too.
Come on,
We're
bro.
not gonna talk about that.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah, the whole white family. I was like, damn, nigga, these your family? He's like, this is my mama. I'm like, nigga, what?
Yeah, so they're gonna protect their investment and they're gonna figure it out for him.
Yeah.
And they're gonna figure out for him to do certain things for him to get off early too. Because Wallow, if I ain't mistaken, he had like 40 years probation.
Yeah.
And he got off of that, but he changed his whole shit. You know what I mean?
Changed his whole shit.
Yeah. So he'll figure that out. He'll figure that out. He just did what he did and beat that. So it's up from here. Everything extra. That's how I was feeling. Everything extra.
You better get you some white friends and make sure they ain't got no felonies. You can't be around no felons.
They be having their thing going on too. I want y'all to be acting like the white folks.
You can't. You got to make sure they ain't got no felonies, nigga. Because these trailer park white people.
Shout out to my white people too, though.
And shout out to the GWPs.
Yeah, I got up
the
there.
Good white people.
I seen them.
I rock with y'all.
I rock with them.
I rock with you.
Yeah.
Tell them where to find you at, man.
You can follow my YouTube channel right now.
Yeah.
Follow The Kenny Mo Show.
The Kenny Mo Show
on YouTube. Follow that right now. Follow me on IG, KENNY_MO. That's Kenny Mo. Kenny with an _MO.
Straight up.
Follow me on TikTok, The Kenny Mo Show.
Okay.
I don't got no website like Rimrod. Rimrod came on here. He got a website.
Rimrod at rimrod.com.
Shout out to my dirty Rimrod.
You know what I'm saying?
Rimrod turned me up too. I want to shout out Rimrod on
man.
this show too. Hump turned me up. Rimrod. I always want to give people that like turned me up. Like we worked together and they turned me up. Rimrod turned me up because he like I said, I was 06, he was 05. But he was fooling with my dog that was like turned 2 that was rapping and stuff. So when he said that on your show, like he was lit like that.
Real quick, how you get into it with Icon?
Icon, like I said, I was I'm glad you asked me that. And I wanted to shout him out when we was on the show. I had my first year, like I said, they gave me my own show, and I was on the radio, and I told Hump, I told everybody that like just pull up on me at the radio station. It's a party, woo woo woo, and Hump pulled up, and he pulled up with Streets, and they pulled up on me, and I'm like, they was like one outside of my family, like the only people that pulled up. So I told him like whatever he need, I got him. You know what I mean? And he seen that I had that going on, and he just, like I said, he knew I got pictures. He, you know him. He'll pull up and show you a picture of the minute of some old shit.
Old shit, exactly.
Yeah. I had pictures with him. I always bought his stuff, but we took a picture on my birthday up at the radio station, and I told him like whatever he need, you know, I got it. And he asked me a little bit after that, like, would I come model some of his stuff? And I'm like, hell yeah. I feel like I'm a fly nigga. I got money, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hell yeah. And he ever since, like, we've been locked in with that shit. And the more and more we did it, the more and more the tighter we got. You get what I'm saying? He started introducing me to people. He introduced me to Mike Woods. Shout out to Mike Woods with Dream Builders.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Woods.
I'm the head of the chess program with the youth. We teach the youth.
You know how to play chess?
Yeah, I know how to play chess.
You have to teach me, man. I don't know how to play chess. I need to know how to play chess.
I can teach you.
I'm a checkers nigga.
Oh yeah.
You know how to play chess? I know you know how.
They taught. That's why
she gave me the princess way.
Yes,
the Disney princess. Yeah,
that's French for so.
Yeah,
but he introduced. That's why I say he introduced me to you.
Yeah,
Hump introduced me to Mike. You know what I mean? And now I'm the head of the chess program with the Riverview School District with the youth. Aligned with Soul Fishers Ministry. It's just been a beautiful thing. Hump just been outside for a long time, and I used to see him.
Yeah.
And I always aspired to be around, like I said, Shorty and stuff like that, and Jay Nix. And this guy just was sitting in that shit, just being fly, just doing that shit. And like the tighter and tighter, the more and more we talked, and the more I be around him. And he just knew that I was passionate about what he was doing. He asked me to be a brand ambassador. I was just on it. Like it was smooth. And anytime I treat it like designer. If I'm going somewhere, I'm gonna be like I'm on your shit. You know what I'm saying? You know him. But I'm gonna wear that Icon shit because that shit expensive. And it means something. Icons never die. I feel it. You know what I mean? Like
I told you niggas, this is high fashion.
For sure.
This shit high fashion.
So I fuck with it, and that's how me and Hump got tight. Like I said, and we went to that barbershop I was talking about. That's how we really know each other. He was coming to that barbershop back in the day. Plum used to trip off his mama, Hump mama having that Lexus back in the day.
Yeah.
Because Plum had one too.
Yeah.
So he like, you the little dude that be getting out the Lexus.
Yeah, she used to have the Lex bubble.
back then.
Flat out.
Back
with the frog eyes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I met a lot of people in that barbershop and a lot of people that doing their thing. Like, I know BMF real big right now. BMF used to come through that barbershop. So I knew a lot of people just off that barbershop alone.
Yeah, I remember when I was producing and me and Nick Karan Bolden was
shout out to Karan Bolden, man.
Yeah.
He came up and talked to
I know him as Rick, but you know, I gotta say his new name.
It's Karan Bolden.
Yeah, Karan Bolden. You know,
listen,
his speaker name.
Hey, you go ahead and tell your
brother.
story, and I want to say something funny on your show. Well, me and Karan real quick.
But I remember being at Fat Buddha and them niggas came through there. J-Bo came through there, all them niggas came through there.
Yeah.
My nigga Sway start cutting niggas up in the middle. You know, it used to be Studio B, Studio A.
Yep.
It used to be a
middle
room
part.
in the room.
The middle part.
Sway was in there cutting niggas.
Getting that paper.
Man.
Getting that paper. That's why I say I remember the BMF guys getting haircuts from Plum too back then. Karan just had like a sit down though when I said I was gonna have a story for you. We just had a sit down and watch you. He had a thing, you buy tickets and stuff like that. Knicks came and spoke at that and shit like that. And man, it was like the wood and bleachers. And man, my back from sitting there all that time, I never had back problems, dog. My back was fucked up when I left crying shit, man. Yeah, so if I always joke with my old lady, if I see you a picture of Karan, I'm gonna fuck your back up. That's our inside joke, man.
Straight up.
Man, your back gonna be I never had back problems. I sat on the wooden bleachers and shit and sat through that seminar, man. It fucked my back up, man.
It's like a lot of designer shit, man. You know, it look
the
good.
Shoes.
It look good, but it don't really be feeling good that good when you win it.
Yeah.
But the content be fire.
Yeah, hump shit is right though.
Yeah, hump shit right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Icons never die. Make sure you go tap in, my dude.
Yeah, I got a $3,000 shirt upstairs. I ain't never wore it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm walking tomorrow too. I don't want to timestamp your shit.
You walking tomorrow? Yeah, good.
I'm walking tomorrow in the fashion show, St. Louis Black Fashion Week. I'm walking tomorrow.
Okay, shout out to me and wifey.
Y'all
my wifey upstairs.
Yeah, y'all walking in.
We gonna be there at 6:00.
And I got y'all.
Yeah, just flat out VIP seats.
I got y'all.
Don't sit in that shit.
Y'all showed me a good time, me and wifey. So I got y'all. For
yeah,
sure.
man, and we gotta start hanging out, man. As married couples, it's hard to find
other married couples.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. But it ain't though, because this my thing, right?
It is.
But listen, hear me out.
She agreed with me, so I'm standing with her.
She allows me to go with my single people. It's up to you to do what you supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we married, because like she allows me to still be me and I allow her to be her. She don't really want to do shit, but I be like, go do that shit, because I still want my get out of jail free card to be able to do what I want.
Shit, you know we're on another topic. Parallel. This the thing.
Yeah.
Just because you marry somebody
that
don't mean you own their life.
Yeah, like no, she don't do me like that.
That just mean like we together.
Yep.
Wherever you trying to go,
yep,
I'm gonna help you the best of my ability to get you there.
Yep.
And you help me get where I'm trying to go.
Yep.
And that's it.
And that's what type of relationship we got.
But you niggas out there trying to own these women. And you women out here trying to own these niggas.
Now that's what I don't.
You can't do that. It ain't what it's about. Mm-hmm. But that's what they think it is. They think it's ownership.
She don't do me like that, and I like that was such a appreciative. I'm such appreciative of that.
Yeah.
Cause she don't do me like that. She's never done me like that, and that made me want to be a man even more, the man for her.
Yeah.
The fact that she don't treat me like that.
It's a testament to where you at and where you going.
For sure. I walk every morning. I walk 3-4 miles in the morning.
You walk 3-4?
Yeah, I do. I could show you. If you follow me on Instagram, I post it. So
where you be walking at, dog?
I just walk around the west side, man. I walk in a good spot right now.
You walk in the west side?
Yeah, it's a good spot on the west side. It's right by the
Delmar. I was gonna come walk with you, but I gotta bring that 9 with me.
That's cool. You can do it.
It's in the morning though.
It's in the morning. They be sleep. They be sleep. So
shout out to the gangsters that sleep in. I appreciate y'all, man.
So I walk every morning. I done changed my diet, but it ain't even my diet. You know what it is? It's the liquor. So when we set up this whole thing, I said I was gonna drink exclusive, right? Exclusive vodka. That got a lot of sugar in it, and that put a lot of weight on me because I was drinking a lot of that.
I'm gonna tell you. And then we finna go. We finna go. I used to be on the Remy and Red Bull,
and that shit got a lot of sugar in it. Yeah,
I looked it up. They said tequila is the best.
Okay.
For no sugar, it ain't got no sugar in it,
and it give me a lot. It give me a different,
and it don't give you a hangover.
No, it don't. Well, shit. If you drink too much
of anything, you gonna have a hangover.
But if you drink it straight, you probably won't. Yeah. I drink it as a cocktail, so the juice is what give you a lot of a hangover because you be dehydrated.
Zero sugar Sprite.
Yeah, so,
you know what I'm saying. That's what I mix it with.
I jumped off the porch drinking vodka, so I've always drunk vodka. My old lady, she liked tequila, so I was trying to do that, but I was getting heavy on the tequila. I don't really like it. I either got to drink a lot of that shit or I don't drink enough and I be pissed. I drink the vodka, so I drink Tito's now, and I drink it with it's some type of juice that don't got like the extra incentives and zero sugar and all that. So it's been smooth for me, and I haven't been drinking. This is the first week.
Okay,
I'm breaking this on your show as well.
Okay, come on.
I haven't been drinking all week. I just drunk today because I just want to chop it up with you.
Yeah. And that's how I am.
I'm winging myself off. Like how you do the liquor.
Yeah, I'm a casual drinker.
Yeah, they could take me to the liquor store, and I went to the liquor store with her, and I didn't give me nothing to drink. I let her get whatever she was going to get, and then we bounced.
You know what I'm saying? And then you be one of these lame-ass nigga shows, don't even ask you what you want to drink. They don't want to provide nothing for you.
Can I say this live on air? My dog got me a bottle of that Tito's.
I got you some water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going to take this with me,
No too. Ice Mountain. You know what I'm saying? You niggas lame as hell out here, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
They cutting up. But yeah, make sure you follow me, man. Make
sure you follow Kenny Mo, man.
Man, this was a pleasure. Thank you again for having me pull up, man. And I'm a fan of your show too. I'll be watching all your shit.
Appreciate you, man. This the first of many, man.
Deezy.
Yeah.
Deuce Deezy. Am I saying it? Sheezy.
Yeah. Deuce
Sheezy. I watched his shit. I got to the part where he talking about the politics and shit. I watched all the Hump shit.
Yeah.
I watched Rimrise shit. And the guy with the dreads or the knots, recent.
Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street. I'm getting into him. I'm watching it. So I'm a fan of your shit.
A lot of niggas like that Black Wall Street. That was like, man, you kept it real with that
nigga. Yeah. So
that was like, that's why I watch your shit, though. You don't play with these niggas. Yeah. I'm like, man, look. He ain't had no reason to do that shit, though.
Yeah.
And you talking about you held that nigga hand. You held Talib Kweli hand. It ain't stealing.
I ain't get to that part, but I want to watch it.
Like that nigga.
I'm for the
if you can hold his hand, you can steal him.
Yeah. So,
but
I'm watching all your shit, man. You got a beautiful thing going on, man. Keep doing your thing for sure.
Appreciate it, man. What you gonna name the show? 104.1.
I want to keep it the Kenny Mo Show, but
I think you should. Do you agree? I think you should.
I'm working on. That's what I'm working on. The Kenny Mo Show, and we gonna go from there. But we got a lot of big shit coming up after that, and I link it with brothers like you, and everything that you got going on. I know my stuff gonna keep going because, like I said, I'm linking with guys like you, and that's what helped me keep going. So. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. A lot of guys don't have me on their shit, man. So you got me on your shit. So
St. Louis niggas be feeling threatened by niggas.
I don't think it's a St. Louis thing. These niggas ain't popping, so they don't even know. You popping. You know.
And see, that's the thing. I'm very critical of myself. I don't feel like that.
Yeah,
I be feeling like I got work to do. I got work to do.
If you a local guy, like you said, if you a local guy, you got me watching, you got motion.
Flat out, man. Y'all be good, man. Make sure you follow Kenny Mo, man. And I'm gonna be back with you. Pay attention to the Instagram when the 104.1 show start. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Yeah, it's coming soon, man.
Flat out, and y'all tune in.
Soon. Shout out to Storm. It full circle. She was playing 10 years ago, and now we got it together.
Flat out. Shout out to Storm.
Shout out to Storm.